Hello fellow marketers, Professor Walters here, and today we're going to talk about are the differences between strategic goals and tactical goals, because I do get that question quite often. What's the overall big idea difference between these two? Look, I'm going to give you an analogy. A strategic goal would be to break a camel's back, right? Tactical goals are those little pieces of straw you put on the camel's back with the overall idea that with enough tactical goals getting done, enough pieces of straw put on that camel's back, we will break the camel's back, okay? So have that kind of overall idea when you're thinking about strategic, big overall idea goals versus tactical goals, which are very specific, all right? So if we kind of break it down, like I said, strategic goals, we're looking at our overall long-term strategy. We want to be the #1 car dealership in the South. We want to be the biggest TV show in the world. We want to have the biggest website in the world. Yes, these are big, overall, great ideas. It's like when your boss tells you, we want you to sell more stuff. But how do I do that? Well, the thing is, you have this big overall long-term strategic goal, but then what do I need to do individually? These short-term goals, that's your tactical goal. So for our big car dealership thing, that is, hey, we're selling 10 cars every day, right? We're selling 10 cars today, right? That's a tactical goal we can get done today that over time will build up and help us achieve that strategic goal, okay? Because your strategic goals and your tactical goals, they do need to line up because you want to make sure you're going for the same goal, right? And the thing is when you're looking at strategic goals, what you're trying to do is really build your brand, okay? Because you might look at long-term over time. As you know, it takes time to build a brand. You're not the best at something overnight. You're not the most fanciest overnight. You're not the most accepted overnight. Just like friendships, you're not best friends overnight. It takes time, it takes experience, it takes doing the same thing again and again and again and again. Like with your friends. Your friend that consistently time and time again has a good time with you, that's your have a good time friend, right? It works the same thing here. We got to think long term. Where do we want our brand to be? And we start thinking of tactical goals that can help us achieve that. So we're looking for our individual goals, individual marketing goals or communication goals or projects we want to get finished. That's the tactical stuff we're doing in order to build that brand up. So if we're a car company, we want to have the brand of the most quality car out there. So what are our little tactics? Okay, this year's car is going to be better. Every year's car is going to be a little bit better, but this year we're going to focus on making it more reliable with better tires, right? And then the next year's tactical goal is we're going to have, better design and you have this year by year process that each tactical goal is going towards that overall branding we want of this really high quality car. And these are little things you have to do with the tacticals to get to the strategic goal. That's why when you're looking at strategic goals, you're really looking long term, and it really does take time. And you have to think about what are those goalposts I need to get to that show that I'm achieving the strategic goal. Because it's tough in a short term to see if you're getting closer to a long-term goal. It's like if I go run the park, well, I haven't lost any weight, but that tactical goal of running around the park is helping me in the long term to get to that strategic thing. But I have to do it over time. I've got to run every day for a month or 2 months or 10 years, whatever. You have to think about these things. But the thing is, it's the consistency of that tactical goal, that tactical thing you're doing. I can't run the park one time and lose weight. I need to consistently run the park again and again for months to get to that point where I'm getting my strategic goal of losing a lot of weight, right? And getting skinny again. So what I would want you to do is when you're thinking of these strategic goals, kind of think about figuring out what your company stands for and getting your clients to really imagine that. Like, what's going to take it for them to truly see you as what you want your brand to be. So if you look at brands like Culver's Restaurants, they're a Wisconsin-based, fast food chain. They're all about, high quality, fresh food, straight from the farm. So what do? The products they come out with every year, the fresh made custard they have all the time, the advertising they're doing, every program they do, all these tactical goals are going again and again to reinforce that strategic goal of being seen as a family-friendly, farmer-centric, aw shucks, Wisconsin cheeseburger restaurant, right? And so, yeah, your Butterburger cheese. And so they do that, but it's taken them time. Just like if you're looking at yourself for that camel's back analogy, it's not the first straw, it's not the second straw, it's not the third straw. It might be the 5,007th straw that finally breaks that camel's back. And it's the same thing with our strategic goals. We have all these little tactical goals we have to do, to get to that big overall strategic goal. Okay, so I hope this helps you understand the difference between strategic, big overall idea goals, and tactical goals, which are individual little things we're going to do to get something like specific done. All right, so have yourself a great day, and bye from here in Savannah, Georgia.